I need the music a little bit. I don't want to blow this over, but I am feeling it right now, so I'm going to give you performance. Despite being cut down by a little bit of unperforming, that's only there because they needed to gain themselves in the world that we're knowing. Doesn't need gaining on the personal scale, because it is all owned by certain people. We know that's not fair. We know what is here can be given to people. It is here. We can work towards what we need, take what we have, and let's be fair. We can't come much farther than where we are. We're fighting, progressing ourselves more over saving our planet here. I can't make it any shorter than that. But I want to add so much more. I hope you'll listen, but there's better chance if I let it go here and ask just for 2 minutes. Because in essence, that's what we need to focus on this planet over anything at all. We need to realize we are losing Earth. Now, let's figure it out together for all to live on fairly. It can all work out the way we see it. It's that easy. It doesn't have to be complicated. We are in over our minds. We learned something, okay, but we will never know it all, so we will never know everything. And I'll say it again in every video, because until you know everything, there is still the chance that knowing something that we think we know can still be contradicted by something we haven't figured out yet. So we don't know anything, except that we need food to eat and a shelter to live. We know that. We need to first figure that out for everybody and for the planet. This video needs recognition. I don't have any degree to state I know anything that needs to be heard through an education standpoint. I am simply a man of the earth, Andrew Parvez Sheik. My birthday is April 22nd of April. It is Earth Day. Coincidentally, I was born 2 months premature, as if God said, I choose this birthday to cure you and your mother of what she did. We need you sooner at this appropriate time for me to be given the name Dru422, meaning I am for peace. I am for the need for food over the thought of needing things before food is figured out for all, which goes back to the peace, and it can catch on to many things. Kat Von D has this name in a French derogative. There is so many things that result in this name meaning so much that I have posted on my page. I haven't recently thought of all those things. I have progressed past not needing to look back at that until this moment, which I will do in this video. For those who must know who I am fairly, Andrew Parvez Sheik, Dru422, it admits, here, let me see everything. Yes, but now I have to open it. Okay, and I see it so small. Can I see it like this? Nope, I have to edit. Can I see it a little better? There we go. Okay. Cat Von D. Because Dru422. It's almost saying I drew a photo to Dru422. Dru4. Okay, this is where all the beliefs that come in are slightly thought as being immature or immoral. But the fact that the name is saying what it is bringing truth to some of these meanings. To most of these meanings. To all of the meanings. It's just that I hadn't read them all yet, and I was confused at when I first wrote this. Did I actually add things that do add to the name and what it means, but some are a stretch and considered not as important as others. Anyways, all the references are here. Dru422, relating to someone who has indulged in drug use and is now recovering, finally being for food again. Dru422, meaning I like ballet tutus. Dru422, meaning you can eat me, seeing as it is both a sexual innuendo and as an aggressive response to a behavior or impulsive reaction. It can be seen as an exchange of Dru being drugs for food and drugs for food. Of being drugs for food. That's the exchange. Dru422. The peace sign is 2, middle finger and the index. Dru is for doing, pardon the language, poo-poo, doo-doo, or stuff, shit. Shit has the entendre of being stuff and poo-poo. Dru's for doing stuff. Or anything. I'm for doing that too. You can see it, spell it out. It sounds like D, I'm down, R U for doo-doo. It's quite impressive how it even makes the effect of a conversation about asking someone if they would like to eat something. I know it means so much more, and should be sure to add, and I should have, but I never went back to it because there are so many meanings to this name. It never ends, and I took that for granted. But I could always come back to them if I always kept them in the moment. I could rethink them again, but my mind has been set to keep me going, and I can only progress the way I talk at this moment. It's heightened my sense of thorough and complete utterness of the language being spoken to a presence of highly regarded, immaculate performance that it is. I cannot go back to think about other things. My memory has been adjusted that way. I live in the moment. I think of things in the moment. That allows me to have my mind think about a certain thing with more focus than a person who has a mind filled with memories and knowledge that they have been told by one specific person or group of people is correct, when we have already been told and know we don't know anything until we know everything, because at any time it can be contradicted and then even contradicted again until we know everything, which we won't. So therefore we don't know anything. And now I'm at a moment I can speak thoroughly, but my process was just a little backed up. Thank you for getting me back on. You don't let it sit there. You give it a go. You let it go. If you gotta go some more, who knows what could be. I'm just singing in the moment, a freestyle for a second. Here we go. This the pig freestyle. Not in reference to police, but the fact that I am going to snort my nose like a pig in reference to something yet to show you, but you will see why I did it, because I don't want to give it away right now, but you will see in the end why I did it. Like a pig, how I snort my nose as I did. What must you know at this point that I must give from me snorting my nose? It's the fact that I said I would. But did I need something from that snort that may or may not be needed for every man? But if that man needs to snort his nose, he needs to let it go and just do it. That's why I snorted my nose. Breathing through your mouth, I believe, gives me better focus. I'm taking in more air and I'm exhaling it all at once, so I can take in even more air. And even though it's being unfiltered, I have presences that I'm currently on, my own therapies, that are curing me. And they're actually in my throat, in the saliva. So, if something touches it, it activates it, because they are fighting and co-mixing and co-mingling as anything does when it meets something else. And that activates the therapy to do its thing. Breathing heavily, taking in more air and whatever is in it can shape up a high given to the breather. You are giving your head air, what it needs to breathe. And if you choose to let your nose be unneeded, because the need to stay healthy does not meet the same need for one's need to be given his air to his brain at mass amounts under therapies that he chooses because he needs to feel what he needs to feel given from his therapies to work for himself, then he has that logical reason to breathe from his mouth. It's not shamed upon to be a little tired. We can go all night relaying the same things back we need to get everything in line for our big meeting. I'm saying everything the same that I got from the thoughts that I got from what I needed to say, but I'm losing what I needed to say in my current thoughts. So I have to go back and listen to my first couple videos that made the points I needed. And now I'm realizing my last video, long as it was, with full of content, was a great video, but it may not include everything I needed to say as much as the first couple videos, including different things. And the fact that I live in the moment, every second changes. I know things, because it'll come back. But I have to keep myself going and revolving until it does. And I can do that. It's no problem. That I'm gifted with because of what and how I think, given my circumstance of thinking being different from the mass majority. Thank you very much for observing me, but I need to remember what I was thinking earlier for this meeting. Thank you. Peace be with you. L.I.P. Live in peace. Give it meaning. Amen. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. I mean everything I can. Please show me the way. Again. Peace with you, bro. Till the end. We're never giving up. We have everything we need. And this video has justice. Give it to me. Amen.